These are your, this is your quadratic sequence. I've called it Q. And so if 7 is in our 0 term, it should be 7, 10, 15, and 22, dot, dot, dot. And ultimately, this is what we're looking for, right? We want n to what term, correct? Everybody's got that. Okay, so does anybody know what we do next? We're going to find what? The Right, the arithmetic sequence are the intervals essentially between the geometric sequence. So in here we've got +3, we've got +5, we've got +7, and then there's a dot, dot, dot. And ultimately, again, the expression in terms of n for the quadratic sequence is what we're looking for. Now, this is our first, and this is where it kind of gets tricky. This is our first term of our arithmetic sequence. This is going to be 3. Did you put the 3 there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you should have a 5 under this one, and you should have a 7 under that one, correct? Everybody got that? And so this right here is our arithmetic sequence. It's linear, right? It's going up +2, +2. So can anybody give me, if n is equal to 1, can anybody give me the expression in terms of n that's going to get me 3? Anybody know? Right, it's, your slope is 2, right? So it's 2n plus or minus something. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 would be 3, right? So therefore, what was that out there? What was that expression of n? You said it.
2n plus 1.
Yeah, 2n plus 1. Okay? So for those of you who did it last night, who ended up with 2n plus 1? You? Did you guys end up with 2n plus 1? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is essentially a sub n, right? Oh, actually, let's back up. Your teacher gave you this formula, right? This is our first, the first number in our quadratic sequence, or I should say the 0 term of our quadratic sequence. This is the first term of our arithmetic sequence, which would be right here. And this is essentially our expression of the linear or arithmetic sequence in terms of n. So this is a sub n right here. This is a sub 1. And this would be q sub 0. Did you get that? Has everybody gotten those for those 3 pieces? You got it? How about you? Right? You did? You got that? Okay, I think she was supposed to do it the other way, to be honest, but because it was a lot easier, I think. And so now from here, all you gotta do is plug in, right? We're gonna plug in 7 for q sub 0 right here. We're gonna plug in what for a sub 1?
3.
3, right here. We're gonna plug in what for a sub n?
2n plus 1.
2n plus 1 plus 2n plus 1. We're gonna divide all that by 2 and multiply it by n. So far so good, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm running out of room, but let's just go ahead and, that's for the 7 in the first term. So now I'm just gonna simplify this bit in here. That's gonna give me 7 plus 3 plus 1 is 4, so I get 2n plus 4 over 2 times the n. Right, the 2's will cancel here, and that becomes a 2, right? So now I'm gonna have, let me come up over here, 7 plus n plus 2 times n. Am I right so far?
Yeah.
Good. Then I'm gonna multiply my n in. I'm gonna get 7 plus n squared plus 2n. I'm gonna rearrange and get my n squared plus 2n plus 7. Everybody get that same expression?
Yes.
Everybody get that? Okay, you guys just want to hand in your homework? You good?
Yes.
Any questions?
Can we go over number 3?
Number 3? You want to go over number 3?
Yeah.
We can. Yeah, let's go over number 3. So it's the same deal. You just got to kind of set it up and pay attention to where you are in the sequence more than anything else. Let's see what we got here. So, what's the first term in number 3 in our quadratic sequence? Well, I'm sorry, what's our 0 term?
2.
2. And then our next term apparently is 5. Our next term is 10. After that, it's 17, dot, dot, dot. Remember, we're looking for Q of n right here, right? And it's given by this formula. We just need to find these 3 pieces and simplify. Okay, so who can tell me what my intervals are here?
2. Alright, going up by 3, 5, 7.
Right, it's gonna be plus 3. It's not linear, so they're changing. Plus 3, plus 5, plus 7. This is the hardest part, I think. This becomes the first term in your arithmetic sequence. Okay, it is not the 0 term. So that becomes 3. Under here becomes 5. And under the 17 becomes, did I do that right?
Yep.
Becomes 7. Did I lose anybody?
No.
No? And then out here, we're looking for the expression of our arithmetic sequence. Well, again, they're going up by plus 2, right?
Yep.
So our slope's gotta be, it's gotta be 2n plus or minus something, correct? And then we'll just go back and look. 2 times 1 is 2. What's gonna get me to 3? Well, I gotta add 1. Did everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
I got 2n plus 1. Now I've got all 3 pieces, right? I've got a sub n here. I've got q sub 0 here. And I've got a sub 1 right here. Everybody with me? And now all you gotta do is plug and chug. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go q sub 0 is 2 plus a sub 1 is 3 plus 2n plus 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2n plus 1, that's all over 2. Sorry, I messed my parentheses up. Times n. Everybody still with me?
Yep.
Should we simplify? Let's simplify. 2 plus, can I do this all at once?
2 plus 2.
2n plus 4 over 2 is n plus 2 times n. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I did it in my head. Then I'm going to get n squared plus 2n plus 2.
Yeah.
Everybody get that? And of course, if I take any one of these, if I take n equals 3, substitute it into that expression, what am I going to get?
17.
Hmm?
17.
17, right? You're going to get 17. How do we feel about this? Did everybody get those right? Did you get those right?
I think so.
You do?